Hey guys, welcome to my channel or welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Blair. Welcome to my beauty space. So for today's video, I am going to do a review slash first impression on the new Shiseido Synchro Skin line. So I have watched so many videos online reviewing about the new Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. And for me being a loyal Shiseido fan, I need to check it out because I felt like, how to say, back in the day I really loved Shiseido skincare as well as some of the makeup, but then maybe like 4 or 5 years ago I felt like they start to kind of stagnant. Like I don't see a lot of exciting new product launching, so I was kind of drifting apart from Shiseido. But until now, this whole Synchro Skin line has reignited my love for Shiseido because I feel like they're really putting an effort to be more edgy and trendy and up to date with their foundation, with their, powder. So I'm just like, I need to check it out. I need to do a dedicated review for you guys because I really, really love Shiseido. So for today's video, if you want to hear my thoughts on the whole Shiseido Synchro Skin line, just please keep watching. So with that being said, I went to Macys and I purchased every single item from the Shiseido Synchro Skin line. So of course I got the Synchro Skin Foundation right here. Then I got the Synchro Skin Concealer right here. And on top of that, I got the Synchro Skin Invisible Silk Pressed Powder right here. I think this is only sold on Macys. I don't even see it on Sephora.com. And lastly, I also got the Synchro Skin Concealer Brush because I really, really want to check it out. So yeah, if you want to hear my thoughts and first impression on the Shiseido Synchro Skin line, just please keep watching. Alright, so for today's video, I want to start with bare face because with my purchase of the Shiseido Synchro Skin products, I actually got a gift bag from Shiseido. First of all, look how cute. And inside of the bag, I have all the Shiseido's bestseller skincare items. For example, the facial cotton. I have mentioned this so many times on my channel already, so I just really love this facial cotton. Then I also got the Shiseido White Lucent Micro Targeting Spot Corrector, and this is what it looks like. White Lucent is another line that I've been using since maybe like in 2009. So I know that this line has been stand the test of time and it's a really, really good line. And then I also got a deluxe sample of the Shiseido Ultimate Power Infusing Concentrate. So this is another really good lotion slash kind of like an essence. And then next I got the Shiseido White Lucent Brightening Gel Cream and another really, really good item. And lastly, I got the Shiseido Ultimate Eye Power Infusion Eye Concentrate. So this is the eye gel right here. So yeah, for today's video, I am going to use full face Shiseido so that way you guys can see how like the Shiseido skincare items perform as well as the Shiseido complexion products perform as well as how they mesh together. So yeah, let's get started. Alright, so first I'm going to use the Shiseido Ultimate Power Infusion Concentrate right here. This is kind of like a lotion essence I really like. And I'm going to apply it using the Shiseido Facial Cotton. This is 100% cotton. It's super soft and it really soaks up the products. It's my favorite way of applying an essence, a lotion. So we're going to just do that. And I'm going to just pour the product onto the lotion. As you guys can see, that's the consistency and the texture of this product. It's very milky and it's a very, how to say, dense lotion. So it's not like those kind of very lightweight or cheaper lotion. This one actually packs with good ingredients. So I just apply it all over my face. And another good reason why to use a cotton pad is that sometimes you can see the residue, so that make you feel like you're actually cleaning your face. Alright, moving on, I'm going to apply the eye cream. So I'm going to just use my finger to apply the Ultimate Eye Power Infusing Eye Concentrate. So this is what it looks like, and this one is made in USA. So that's really nice. Because I know that Shiseido has a US operation for a long time. It's one of like the first Asian beauty brand that has been venture into North American market. So I just really love the brand. And this eye concentrate feels super lightweight, like really gel-like. Honestly, it is really easy to apply because once you just blend it out, it melts into your eye area. Yeah, this is the Ultimate Eye Power Infusing Eye Concentrate. Alright, moving on for the moisturizer today, I'm going to use the Shiseido White Lucent Brightening Gel Cream. So this is the gel cream that I have mentioned before with a brightening twist to it. So I feel like if you want your skin to have that really, brightening effect, I feel like this can be a really good cream. So for the moisturizer that I always talk about and use on my channel, I feel like that one is really suitable for summertime when you need that extra hydration. But in the winter time, if you just want that brightening effect, I feel like this White Lucent brightening line is really good. So I'm going to just apply this all over my face. It is super lightweight. Like literally you can just feel like the gel has already absorbed into the skin. It's not sitting on the skin, it's not like thick or sticky, it's just really nice. Alright, so now the face prep steps are over. Moving on to the primer. As for the primer today, I want to keep it light and moisturizing, so I'm going to use the Kylie Jenner face primer. I have already, did a first impression on this one in her birthday collection video. I can link that video right here. And for me, I really like this primer. I think it's in a sweet spot in terms of the price. It's not too crazily priced. And it is really lightweight and very easy to use. So let me just show you guys. So this is the primer looks like. It's almost like a moisturizer. That's why I feel like it's really, versatile when you lay with different kind of moisturizer. You don't feel like, your primer is grabbing your moisturizer, if that makes sense. Because I know there's some primer, like the gripping primer. I love it, but sometimes I feel like it clashes with my moisturizer. So I feel like a moisturizing primer is a really good way to go if you know that you're gonna use extensive skincare products. So yeah, I love this primer, and I think if you're interested, you should give this one a chance. Alright, so now all the prepping steps are done. We're finally moving on to the Shiseido Synchronizing Line products. So the first one I'm going to apply is, of course, the foundation. And this is what the foundation looks like. I really love this packaging. I think it stays true to the Shiseido brand, but with a cooler, edgier kind of twist to it. Alright, so the full name of this foundation is the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation. It is oil-free with SPF 30. So that is really good. And in the back, it says that a Shiseido first in foundation that refreshes non-stop. Active Force technology synchronizes with skin and helps to resist heat, oil, humidity, and motion for a fresh, natural finish that lasts all day. And it is a weightless comfort, medium buildable coverage. Also, this one is dermatologist tested, non-comedogenic. So it sounds really, really good. Like one of the concern with me, at least when it comes to foundation, is that it might look good now, but will it look good at the end of the day, or will it look good when I'm going out in the sun, or if there's rain, or if I'm sweating? I feel like there are so many factors that can contribute to a messy foundation look. So the fact that this one claims to be oil, humidity, motion, and heat resistant, that is amazing. And on top of that, this one will give you a medium buildable natural finish, which is also what I prefer when it comes to my foundation. So yeah, let's see if this one is really the magic. So once we open up the packaging, here is the product. I really love this foundation packaging. I think this kind of reminds me of the YSL All Hour foundation, but this one is frosted glass, so it just makes it even better. I just love a frosted glass. It just makes me really happy. And also this one has a pump and it's all closed off, so that's very hygienic. I love that. And then in the back it says that twist cap to unlock and lock pump. So here you just twist the cap like this to lock and unlock. I think that's really smart. So I'm in the shade 210 Birch, and hopefully this one will match me. So let's first just have a little bit on the back of my hand. So here, this is a color looks like. Let's blend it out. Whoa, that is super lightweight. I love that. And let me put on my side. All right, I think this is really good. I think color-wise, this is a good match. Yeah, this is a really decent color. And you know, first impression-wise, when I'm touching this foundation, it feels super lightweight. Exactly how I wanted. But this is actually full of pigmentation. So that's my favorite type of foundation texture, is that it's super lightweight in terms of texture, but color pigmentation wise it's still really full. So that way you get a full face coverage without being super thick on your face. So I really love the texture of this foundation. And to apply the foundation today, I want to use two different kinds of tools, so that way you guys can see, you know, the difference. So on one side of my face, on this side, I am going to use a traditional beauty blender. I have this 3-pack right here, I really like. And then on my right side, I'm going to use my brand new Artiste blending brush. So that way you guys can see if a tool will make a difference. So yeah, without further ado, let's get started. So first, I'm going to use the Artiste brush, and to apply it, I'm going to just put the foundation on the back of my hand, and then I'm going to just use the brush to apply it. Alright, so this is the right side of my face after the application. I really love the foundation. It looks so natural. It's exactly how I would like it to be. I want it to be a really natural and a glowy kind of a look, and this definitely gives me that kind of look. So I really love the foundation. I think it is so beautiful, and also I really love the finish with the Artiste brush, because with the brush it can really like evenly blend out the foundation and just push it into my skin. So I think that is really nice. And then now moving on to the left side of my face, I'm going to use a dampened beauty blender right here. So the same, I'm going to put the products on the back of my hand. I'm going to pick it up using my dampened beauty blender, and then I'm going to just pat. I think the key of using a beauty blender to achieve that even finish is using a patting motion instead of dragging, because whenever you drag, the products will be dragging away instead of being pat into the skin, if that makes sense. Alright, so now the left side of my face is done, and I really love the finished look on this side as well. But as clearly you can see, this side definitely have more coverage versus, you know, the Artiste side, because I think with Artiste brush, you know, sometimes I don't know, like when it pat into like that, a lot of products are also back into the bristle of the brush instead of on my face. So to me, I still feel like if you want like the most for your product, maybe a beauty blender is still the way to go. So yeah, both sides looking really good. It's that kind of dewy, natural, yet really, you know, medium coverage kind of a look. So I really love it. Alright, now moving on to the concealer, we're going to use the matching Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer right here. I just really love, you know, the design of this packaging. I just love it. And in the back, it says that this is a long-lasting, medium full coverage, weightless concealer. So let's see if that is true to the claim. Alright, so once you open up the packaging, here is the concealer. I love the design of this concealer, but I have to say that this concealer is really small in size. And this is only 0.19 fluid ounce. So that's really not a lot of product. So yeah, if you're considering, you know, getting this product, I don't know if it's going to be, you know, the best bang for your buck, because most of the concealer will have more than 0.19 fluid ounce. But for today, I'm going to test out the performance of this concealer, because maybe since it's self-refreshing, it will worth that extra charge. So for today's concealer, on this side, I'm gonna continue using the brush, but this time I'm going to use the matching Shiseido concealer brush right here. And then on this side, I'm gonna use the same beauty blender. So yeah, let's get to work. So once we opened up the packaging, look at this concealer tip. It's very unique. I guess that way it can deposit product on the tip, so you don't have to always keep dipping back into, you know, the tube. So we're going to do one side at a time. And yeah, this is the color. It's light 202. I think it's a good match for my skin tone because it has that yellow undertone to it. So now to blend it out, I'm going to use the Shiseido concealer brush, and in the back it says that this rounded brush fits perfectly under the eyes and blends away any imperfections in more targeted areas for a flawless finish. And it is designed for use with liquids and creams, 100% synthetic fiber, handcrafted in Japan. So we shall see, because I know that the Japanese artistry skills are amazing. So here, this is the brush looks like. It's a little smaller than I expected, just like how the concealer is. But you know what? The size doesn't matter. What it matters is how it make my under eye look. So I'm going to use this brush and blend it out. And also I'm going to drag the color on my eyelid like I always do. So while applying this concealer, first impression I'd say that this is actually a pretty full coverage. So I feel like you don't need to use as much. I already feel like on this side it's kind of too full, like it's just a little bit too much. But you know what, we're gonna just keep blending it out and see. This is the concealer looks like after you blend it out. It's really, really beautiful. I think it's a really good coverage. It's a really, you know, natural finish, but at the same time it gives you really full coverage. Look at the difference. It's almost like Tarte Shape Tape, but a little bit more natural, which is exactly what I want. So I might have found a holy grail concealer, because this is what I've been wanting for so long, because I always feel like Tarte is really good, but sometimes it can be a little bit too pigmented. It's more on the, how to say, coverage side versus a natural glowing look. But this concealer, it gives you that full coverage without being too fake. So I really, really love this concealer. And as for the brush, I love this brush as well because first of all, it's densely packed. So when you're blending it out, it's really easy. Second of all, I feel like since it's very soft, when you like do like a under eye blending motion, it won't tug your under eye. So I really love this brush as well. I think it's worth the money. It's really worth the money. So yeah, I really love this side of my under eye looks like. And then now let's see if a beauty blender will achieve the same look. So I'm going to just place the product underneath this eye. And to be fair, I know that I'm applying way too much on my right eye, but I wanted to be fair to give you guys a direct comparison. I'm going to put a lot of concealer underneath my left eye as well. So that way, if this side blended out to be a little bit more sheer and less coverage, it's not that I place less concealer, but in theory, I don't think you need even this much because it is really full coverage. You can get away with 3 dots or 4 dots like that. So now moving in with the beauty blender, we're going to tap, tap, tap. So yeah, this is the beauty blender side looks like. Which side do you guys prefer? Beauty blender or brush? To be honest, I prefer the brush side. I feel like somehow the brush can cap the texture of this concealer really well. It gives that liquid glowy kind of look, versus on the beauty blender side, I feel like it blends out to be a little bit powdery, to be honest. I prefer more of like a natural glowing look, like I said already. So yeah, I actually like this side better, but somehow after you apply the concealer, you wait for a little bit, I feel like it sinks into the skin more. Do you guys agree? What do you guys think? Right now, after, you know, letting the concealer settle in a little bit, I think I like this side better because it just looks more full coverage. This side is more like a natural look, but they're equally amazing. So let me know. I couldn't really choose. Alright, so this is how the concealer looks like on my face, and moving on, we're going to set my face. And to set the face today, I'm going to use the Shiseido Synchro Skin Invisible Silk Press Powder, and this is what it looks like. It's actually a pretty good size. And as soon as I saw this powder, I'm like, yes, I need to have it. I know that Shiseido has one of the best press powder out there. My first one that I ever purchased was from them. It was 10 years ago. 10 years ago, and I really love it. Till today, I still feel like that powder is really decent. So when I saw that they come out with this new Synchro Skin powder, I'm like, coming in, I need it. So in the back, it says that this one will smooth and blur, reduce shine, weightless silk, smooth texture. So we'll see if it's true to the claim. Once you open up the box, here is the powder. Look how beautiful is this quality, and look how skinny. It's super skinny. That means that you can literally just put in your purse like that. Even if you have a smaller purse, that's why I think it's really good. Because I know that nowadays people like to have the chain on the wallet kind of a purse, and a lot of the powders can be too bulky to be put in the purse. Not this one though. Look how skinny. So once you open it up, here are the powders. You will have this sponge right here, and then that's the powder, and this is the translucent powder. So for today's look, I'm going to on right side using the powder puff, and then on my left side I'm going to use a traditional brush. So first we're going to use this powder puff, which is so cute, and I'm going to just pick up the powder like this. And then I'm going to just put it everywhere on my face. Sometimes I will drag it down my neck a little bit just so that way the face and neck matches. But yeah, I'm going to just pat it all over and then put it on my face. I really love this powder puff. I don't care what people are saying, but This one is ultra soft. And also I feel like if you're on the go, it's not practical to bring a brush. I think a powder puff is the best way. Plus, this mirror is super nice. So yeah, we're going to just pat it in like this. Alright, so I have finished my right side of the face. I really love how this powder looks like. It sets everything, but at the same time, it doesn't take away the glowness that much. Sure, it does, you know, matte it down, of course, because you're using a powder, but at the same time, you can still see the glow. You can still see that lightweight coverage. So I really love a really natural look. And now moving on to my left side, I'm going to use this Too Faced powder brush right here. And I'm going to just pick it up like this, dusting off the excess. And then I'm going to just, you know, sweep across my face like this. Honestly, I like the powder brush side because I feel like with powder, it's best you use a loose brush like this, so that way you can have that more natural finish, versus when you use a puff like this, the powder can be concentrated in one area and it's harder to blend it out. So it will be more matte than, you know, I personally like. But for, you know, the powder brush side, you just dab, dab, dab like this. Can give you a really like natural, beautiful look. So yeah, this is how it looks like with the Shiseido Synchro Skin Powder. And I really love the whole look. So yeah, now we're done with the whole complexion, and I'm going to go film another video, and after that I will go check back in with you guys and show you guys how they look maybe after 3 hours. Alright guys, Blair here. I am doing my first check-in on the Shiseido Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Foundation, Concealer, as well as powder. So it's been roughly 2.5 hours from where, you know, I left off, and in the meantime I have actually filmed a new video. The look of the makeup, the foundation, powder, as well as concealer all together, I really love it. I love how it looks on camera, and I love how it looks up close and personal. I actually like how it looks right now better than how it looks right after I finish the powder, just because I feel like the powder kind of counteracts the dewiness and the natural glow of the foundation and the concealer, because the foundation and concealer, they're claimed to be super natural, self-refreshing kind of a look, but with powder it just turned matte. You know, that's just the nature of a setting powder. But now after wearing it for 2.5 hours, I definitely think that it looks more refreshed. Like literally, I think in the 2.5 hours I have, you know, do some chores, I sweat, so maybe that's why, you know, now the foundation is more melt into my skin. And on top of that, because of the self-refreshing technology claims, I think it is working. I think that it definitely somehow just have that kind of reaction to my skin. I don't know what exactly is that, but I do think that I feel like the more I wear, the more I feel like the foundation melt into my skin, the more natural it looks like, and also the more, you know, skin-like it is. So I'd say that the foundation is really amazing, and of course the concealer is equally amazing. As you guys can see, it didn't like move around at all. Like I have some like mascara smudges, but there's no smudge on my concealer. And also the powder obviously kind of melts off, but still I feel like because of the powder, it makes the foundation last a little longer on my face. So I am really impressed with this foundation. I truly feel like this foundation melts into your skin tone, make it look as if this is your skin. So that's really amazing, and I love it. Alright, so this is the first check-in of the whole complexion products from Shiseido, and I will see you guys in a few hours. Alright guys, it's been another 3.5 hours to 4 hours since our first check-in, so I'm here to do my second check-in. And you may wonder why I'm wearing a different shirt again, because I'm actually filming other videos for you guys. I'm going to, do a lot of reviews, and I'm going to upload them throughout the holiday season, so definitely stay tuned. But yeah, let's look at the foundation right now. So it's been about six and a half hours since I put on the foundation and concealer and powder initially, and now I think it still looks really good. As you can see, my liner starting to smudge, my shadow starting to move around, but I feel like it's a foundation somehow managing to really pull together. I really think it still look really fresh. It doesn't look, that much of a difference compared with the last check-in. So it is really amazing. I really am impressed with this foundation. I just think it is just like it claimed to be self-refreshing. I totally agree with the claim till this point, but of course, if we're gonna be really critical and do a really, thorough review, I have to point out that it started to crease a little bit. I see like little foundation areas that like aggregate together and just, have that kind of like a cluster. You know how some foundation you wear for a while, it's gonna be like that. So it's starting to be more like that. However, it's still really good. So yeah, I'm going to wear it for another 2 hours, and then I'm going to do my final check-in before bed, and I'll give you guys my final thoughts on this whole Synchro Skin collection from Shiseido. So yeah, definitely stay tuned. Alright guys, so it has been 2 hours since my last check-in, and I'm here to do my final check-in because it's kind of late now and I really need to go to bed. So I just want to quickly jump up here and show you guys my makeup right now. This is what my makeup looks like after around 8.5 hours of wearing. So I really love how it looks right now, especially at night. Usually I have more oil on my face, but somehow with this foundation my face doesn't look oily at all. It looks dewy, but it's not like oily. I feel like that's one major difference that I noticed with this foundation compared with the rest of the foundation, is that my face looks really bright, glowy, dewy, and natural, but not oily. So I really love how this foundation looks like. I think it is self-refreshing, and it is really amazing how they can do it. Even when I'm like looking up close and personal in the mirror, it still looks really good. So I feel like if you want to wear this foundation to work, you totally can do it, because this foundation will last you a solid 8 hours. So yeah, I really love this foundation. How do you guys like it? Do you guys think this foundation is really good? And also with this concealer, as you guys can see, like even though like my eyeshadows are smudging, the concealer still stay put, so that's really good. And for the powder, I do think that it's probably all melting, because with powder, that's where, it melted off the fastest. But still, I think this whole look really hold up together. So I also really love this powder as well. And also look how thin. I just think it is so beautiful. Look at the design. And yeah, lastly, we also have the foundation brush right here. And let me tell you, I really love this brush. I think this brush is so amazing. It is pricey, but I think this brush can last you a long time. So yeah, I think that's like my final evaluation of this whole set. I think this foundation is a new favorite of mine. I'm probably going to use this now going forward, especially at work, just because I love how it stays put, for the past 8 hours. And I really love this concealer as well. I know this concealer is small, however, you don't need that much. It's very pigmented. You only need 2 to 3 dots per eye to cover the whole area. And then I also really love this applicator. It is so nice, like this. So yeah, I think that's the final verdict. I really love this whole line. I think it's worth the money. It's worth investing in good, complexion products to help your face look really flawless and last all day. So yeah, this is my final verdict on this whole Shiseido Synchro Skin line, self-refreshing foundation, concealer, powder, and brush. I think they are a smash hit. I think you should totally pick it up if you are thinking about it. So yeah, this is it. This is today's video. Now I'm going to wash my face and put on a mask. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if you want me to review more foundations. I would love to do it for you guys. So yeah, that's it. This is the video for today. And thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in my next one. Bye.